that Beyonce. Thank you so much, Rose. I am a mutual fangirl, and we've spent a lot of time in the same spaces, and it's such an honor to be here today. Thank you to the McSilver Institute for honoring all of us. Thank you to my colleagues and my friends, Yamish, Sayu, Malcolm, Meek Mel. We're all messing that one up. And Jose, who is someone who I just love and admire and respect and watch and follow. You have made such a huge difference in this world with so many young people, and I am just grateful to you every single day. I also, to Sayu's point, I think so much of doing this work. A lot of people support us. I have my CFO, Fergus, here at Girls Who Code, the ultimate male ally. I have Audrey Johnson-Clark, who has taken care of me and my son for the past 4 years. I don't know what I would do without you. To my son, Sean, I was not happy when I found out you were not a girl. But God gives you exactly what you deserve. And I certainly got mine. So thank you so much. So as Rose mentioned, I've run a few races. I've lost a few races. I was AOC before AOC, except she won and I lost. But I always say it's, you don't know what failure brings you, nor what it teaches you. And when I ran for office, I would go to a lot of New York City public schools. And I would either see, Eric and I would be in, Bishop Taylor's church in Queensbridge, and see one child using one computer when there were 500 kids who were looking to get and learn technology. And, I'd go into the Upper East Side where I'd see tons of boys learning how to code, right? Not a girl in sight. And I knew that Silicon Valley was a boys' club, but I didn't know that club started in high school, right? And it pissed me off. And I wanted to do something about it. And the thing is that when I ran for Congress and I lost, the first thing I realized is I'm not broken. I'm not broken. I think so many of us think that if we try something and it doesn't work out, that it would literally break us. And the fact that I had this awakening allowed me to start a movement to teach girls to code when I didn't even code. I did not even code. But it didn't stop me because I had a vision. I had a vision. We've talked also a lot about, so much of our soul comes from being immigrants. My parents came here as refugees. And I have seen my family and so many other families just march up into the middle class because of education. And so when I started Girls Who Code, and Jose reminds me of this all the time when you came and visited our programs in LA, is that I made sure that half the girls that we taught lived under the poverty line, and half the girls we taught were Black and Latina. Because less than 20 Black women in the history of our country have received more than $1 million in seed capital. I have 20 Black friends who got good ideas, right? Less than 3% of the women in technology are Black. Less than 1% of them are Latina. And so I wanted to make sure that we changed that. And so every single program in all 50 states, we've actually taught 185,000 girls to code. I've taught over 20,000 girls to code in New York City, more than Department of Education. Thank you. We have 6,000 Girls Who Code clubs across the country, and we're going international. In 6 weeks, I'm getting on a flight to Jordan because I want to teach girls in refugee camps how to code, because we're leaving too many of them behind. And I think that we can do something about it. I know we're living in very frightening times and scary times, and Sayu and Jose and everybody who stood here has talked about that. But as crazy as this is going to sound, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Because every day I see girls who will lead us, who will heal us, who will save us. And they will save us with their humanity and their compassion. I see girls like Cora, whose daddy was diagnosed with cancer when she was 3 years old, say, you know what, I'm going to save my daddy's life. In our program, she built an algorithm to help detect whether a cancer is benign or malignant. I see girls like Anastasia who every single year has woken up to a school shooting. So at 17, she decided that she was going to build a microchip to put it into a gun. So when it goes off in an area like a school, it alerts the police. Because right now we have way too many leaders who are acting like children and way too many children who are acting like leaders. So I say let's empower them. I say let's put our resources in them. Let's put our love and our hearts and our time and our energy in them. Because they will save us. And I see it every single day. So I am blessed to receive this award. It's not for me. It's for my girls. Each and every single one of them. Thank you so much for acknowledging our work, and thank you for continuing to bring us together as a family. Thank you.